Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for a new chapter review. Welcome once again. This is going to be on a new series coming out on Shonen Jump called Kill Blue. There's at the time of recording, I believe there's chapters out. Oh no, just 2 chapters out. The next one will be coming out in 2 weeks, so there's quite a bit of a wait for the next chapter. But uh, first chapter's out. It was shorter than typical. I think it's like 58 pages, where most first chapters are around 60 through 70 pages, so it was a little bit easier to read. And yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be doing chapter by chapter for this series. I might do the second chapter as well, just to kind of get the ball rolling, and then I'll see how the series continues. Before anything else, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love to this channel by liking, commenting on this video. You can also share it as well. Um, you can find this on Shonen Jump or anywhere else. I'm not sponsored by them, so really just find it where you can. In the description below, there's a link where you guys can buy cheap manga and anime. Make sure you're using it each time you buy stuff online, because it helps me tremendously. So, Kill Blue. So, Kill Blue follows the story of a very dangerous assassin who becomes young again. I guess that's the best summary that I can give you. The chapter starts off with us meeting this guy, and he's a tough dude. He gets the job done, and he's been doing it since he was a youngin. Eventually, in the chapter, we find out that he didn't finish elementary even, because he just started that job. He started training, and then he started doing missions, and his life has all been in murdering and finishing jobs and stuff like that. He did get married at one point and had a kid, but he also does not interact with his family. He's a job only person. So in one of these missions in the beginning of a chapter, he is retrieving a biochemical weapon that's, it's dangerous, and they end up finding that it's just a nest of bees, or wasp, and one of them stings him and he kills it, and he's like, oh, this is so annoying, right? Why were they just predicting wasp? Well, the wasp transforms his body overnight, and he becomes again a middle schooler, and starts the whole freak out, right? So why is he young again? Or why is he in that body? He himself even declares, "I look like when I was in middle school." So it's not like he got a new body; it's him himself. And so he's very much confused, very much like, I this cannot be happening. And it's very much, it's funny, I guess, to read. Um, the story continues that his boss himself says, "Hey, can't have you doing the jobs that you used to. Like, you have to get used to this body. We don't know when you'll get your body back. We're using the best scientists that we have to investigate, but for the time being, I have a job for you." And he's like, "Okay, whatever. I need to pay bills." So he lets him know that the job is to essentially school hunt for him. Like, my daughter's joining middle school soon, and I need to know what's the school like that I'm going to send her to. It's a private school, so he registers him there. Well, his partner, who's a rookie, ends up being kind of like his partner still and helping him out in this mission. So he has him in the ear most of the time, which most of the comical relief comes from that. And he's just horrible. He doesn't have communication skills. He's bad, right? There's a kid that introduces himself before him and does a really good job, and then he does it, and everyone's like, "What a weirdo," right? They almost think he's a creep. So first day doesn't go too well. So um, the story continues with him really just investigating and trying to figure out the Gen Z, right? He makes mention of Gen Z and how he's a very outdated person, and even when he was young, he didn't really relate to his own age and all like that. And at the same time, we're like, in the background, we're hearing about a perv going to schools doing bad stuff, and he shows up in that school, and two girls that had bullied him are being attacked, abused, I guess sexually, not really physically, but visually. The guy's here. I'll give you a little picture of how he looks. Ooh, that doesn't focus well. Oh well. But he doesn't. He's not the best character, right? He's like in his underwear and a mask, and he's trying to show off his body. That never focused. I'm sorry, guys. And he saves these girls. The girls recognize that it's him, but he declares that it wasn't him. Right? He doesn't want to give up his position as secretly going in. So the chapter ends with him joining a chat with the class. People are accepting him again. I mean, now finally to the class group, and it's because of these bully girls. They know it was him who saved them, so they're making him be accepted by everyone. So that in a nutshell is the first chapter. It's interesting. It's definitely going to be more of a comedy, less of action. I wish there was more action, which there is some in this chapter, but not as much as I thought it was. I know when I first saw Kill Blue and what it was going to be about, I thought he was going to go on missions, kill people, like, assassin style, left and right. But it's really more, oops, I'm young again, and now that movie 17 again, right? That where he's just a young kid again. He's reliving the life that he never really had because he was an assassin. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one for now a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna read the next chapter. I will review it, but not really sure if I'm gonna be continuing this one as much as other series that I'm doing here in this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, especially if you're watching to this point. Might as well subscribe. Thank you for your love and support, guys. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.